we can totally turn this around. Hello, people. And there's the sun. Let's do it. You know, like, woo! Yeah, we're here at Portorož, Slovenia. Ooh. All right, at the end of the dock. Yeah, just ready for a Brie and Bjorn Talk after quite some absence. It seems like it's been years, but probably
lifetimes,
just lifetimes. Really. There's always so much happening. Probably a lot of people already know that we're in Europe, have been in Europe for a while, experiencing not just flow, or how do you express this? I don't know. It is also flow of different kind. You know, flow is not only, well, I guess.
I don't know.
What is flow?
I've been experiencing some stuckness.
Yeah.
Really, and it's so interesting. I was writing this morning that I feel like we've been in the birth canal, and we're really crowning. We're starting to crown now. Our heads are just coming through. We're in that tight spot.
For that, this is the crown right here. All right.
Getting
crown.
through that tight spot and about to come through and out into that massive expansion. And that comes along with having, we're very curious, and we are very open to so many things. And so while we're living our lives, we hear about good things, we hear about beautiful places, we know people from different little towns, and we think lots of times when it resonates, it feels like a place that we maybe need to go feel into. So we've been doing that, and it's been really great on a lot of levels, but it's also really clear that it's not what we're looking for. And I think
a lot of work it is.
It's a lot of work, and what is really great is that it has helped me really realize what I am looking for, because I think I didn't really know until I just couldn't find it. And now
it brings clarity,
it
like
totally
going into like situations like this, that it can be overwhelming and very challenging. That's where it looks very deep and obscure. Actually, that is a place where clarity can be found.
Yeah. So it has gotten clear for us again, but on a very different level, that as beautiful and amazing as Europe is, there's still a lot of work to be done here on opening, on connection and things like this. And well, that's, I think, for me, it would be really important work. Hello.
Let me see.
Hi.
You got to get one of those things of the holders. Phone holders.
Well, that's really important work, to hold space in places like this where they need it, where they really need, where we could really use help in connecting. It isn't the place that really supports us in doing the work that we do. And so what we've discovered in Slovenia is that it's not very different from Germany or, a few other places. And that is that when we walk in the street, it's very difficult to get eye contact with anybody. It's very difficult, if you get eye contact, to get a real connection or a hello or a smile. There's this veil of doubt that surrounds the people, or this kind of
also,
fear and separation.
Not enough.
Yeah, and what I felt today, I was walking towards some people, and I got this clear realization that these people were looking at me, not at my face, but looking at me, and then looking away. One almost looked me in the eye and then looked away, and I felt this feeling in this woman of deeply wanting to connect on some level and not being able to, but totally unaware that was happening. There was this sadness in her, this like, I have a wall here and that's just the way it is, but something behind that going, oh, I wish I could connect. And because I think inherently that's kind of what we want as humans. We want connection.
Emotional starvation comes to my mind.
Emotional starvation.
And then you come with the food, and they forgot even that they have a mouth to eat it, So that's kind of how it feels sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Maybe they don't even know that they're starving anymore, because
right.
that's like
that's
a normal
what it
state
feels like.
now.
This is normal. This is what life is,
And in a way, it's promoted here. the sort of coolness. And everyone, actually, if you look at them, they look like they have it all together. They're all very composed and
Driving nice
kind of
cars and
chiseled face of like indifference. But I can sense there's something, under the surface that really wants to come out, wants to be expressed.
it feels like sadness.
Yeah.
It feels like sadness.
Caged
And
sadness.
so all of that is, along with our last experience in the States when we went back in July, a few months ago, we were driving together, and both of us were just filled with this, like, whoa, feel that? Do you feel that? Look around, the trees were in full bloom, everything was fat and green and luscious, and I could feel this energy, and Bjorn felt it too. I said, there's a reason this place is called the land of opportunity. Like, can you feel that? It's coming out of the trees, it's coming out of the earth here, that everything is possible. And
Dance. Ooh.
that everything is possible, and connection is possible, and creating and realizing our dreams is possible. And so I realized I need to be in a place where I can be connected and be supported in that way, so that I can live my life in a connected way and do the work that we're doing, and from that place bring it to other places that need it, and share with the people who want it, and eventually transform what wants to be transformed.
Yeah, I was, which is really interesting, I was watching Car Sundance for the first time yesterday. It's been pointed out to me a million times, and I usually never really, because I have so much flow come through me, I hardly ever read or watch anything else. But yesterday I just sat down and watched him, and it was so refreshing to see him. And I just thought, yeah, totally, we're brothers, huh? So what I liked was he said it was going with the sun. And that's sort of what I've been doing too, going with the light, with the warmth, with the sun. But now I sort of interrupted that and went to Europe, and I'm cold in a way. And you can look at it as physical, but it's also emotionally, like to have the courage, or is it just plain out being dumb, to go here and get really cold, just to experience that again, to like living in Bali. I felt so safe, it's like people were talking about fear. I'm like, F what, like fear, what is that really, I forgot about it, what do you mean cold? I couldn't remember anymore, and now I do. I reconnected with like the coldness, with like the void, the emotional void, and I reconnected with that, and am experiencing it here, and thus also know again, who I am working with. There's people living this life every day. They don't even know anything else. So yeah, my energy, my light can help the cold people warm up a little bit, huh? So I see that as part of what I want to bring into this world. But to do this, I have to make sure I'm warm in the first place, huh? Because if I'm cold too, I can hardly warm anybody up. And that's maybe in different words what Brie was just mentioning, huh?
Yeah, and so like you said, not just about the weather, but we might go to a place where there's a little snow and a lot of sunshine, and a lot of open people who, for one, like you said, it's the States, where people tend to kind of look around and see what's going on around them, instead of keeping the protection up. And in Colorado, here, let me hold this for a little while, shall I?
Yes.
Now it's going to be a different view.
Freedom.
And yeah, did you mention Boulder? I think we're going to Boulder, and Boulder is a place where there are a lot of people who feel, anyway, to me, awake and ready to do this work, and to bring it into the world, and that's, we want to work with those people together.
Yeah.
us together.
Very excited to be there and to be working with the
It's
people.
really exciting.
And we will also, I've looked into co-housing, which is also awesome vision, like of people intentionally live together and share, live in community. I had the vision of the world tribe conscious community, building timeshares, sort of like this, and maybe we can land in one of those, or maybe we start one from scratch. Or
Yeah,
not scratch.
that's an awesome dream. We're talking world tribe conscious community
I actually
hubs.
started a group for that on Facebook. If
Yeah.
you're interested, just join or check it out.
It's called World Tribe Conscious Community, right?
Mm-hmm.
And lots of people are joining, and lots of people are really interested in this and in finding tribe, kind of tribe-like living, but community-style houses and community centers and gardens and all of this happening all at the same.
Takes a village to raise a child. Bring that into like the world tribe that is sort of living. They're not just traveling; they're living, but they're changing their places. Like every half a year or so, they might move from the Sacred Valley to Kopanjan or whatever. So takes a village to raise a child. If you're always in motion, it's sometimes pretty difficult, But if you have the world tribe as your village, and you maybe install places all over the planet here in beautiful energetical centers that are sort of like a timeshare principle, minus there's somebody at the top that makes a ton of money, but really more like a co-op, co-housing.
And not just for people who are traveling either. I mean, it's really kind of a base site for a few families who really like to kind of stay in one place but have the option, a month or 2 or 3 option, to go somewhere else and plug into one of these communities, but maybe stick around and, put roots down and grow things. But then this provides this already built-in community space with families, children, garden tools, bikes, projects, educational, animals, all of this. It's there so that if you're a traveling family, you can pop in there and be there for a week easily, or for a month, or for 6 months until you're ready to travel on. But this is what's really missing, I think, for the people who are alternatively living and doing digital nomad work or doing world schooling, is that we move around out in space and really get a feel for other people, other cultures, other lands, and different vibrations. But it's hard to land. You can't.
Transition time is difficult. Huh?
Transition and settling time. Settling time is really, you gotta each time find all the different parts. So this might be something that starts to happen in Colorado.
It's actually World Tribe Conscious Timeshare, if you want to look it up.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, and we, as you can, we're not just on one topic here. It's like it seems like with the coming of clarity after going through the darkness, it's like a fractal, and you're going through the birthing canal, and then you pop out on the other side. It's like, wow, it's like it's not super focused right now, but there's like through the clarity, we get this big picture again, and there's a lot of things in there. We're not like, oh, this is what I do, and this is the only thing that I'm a specialist at that, but it's like fucking everything, like it's like everything is involved in this, there's not that one part.
But what's funny is that I do feel more clarity, even though it's back into the great wide open. I'm seeing parts of it really clearly. I'm seeing workshops and retreats and sharing and different really cool projects to be doing with people to help people connect and help people, drop the fear around all the things we have fear around, or some of them anyway. How
At least
exciting!
Have that choice, huh? So get to a place where you can choose.
It's only for people who choose it, I guess. Really, I mean, it's not. It's fine that people won't choose it, and it's not for them.
Yeah.
But it is exciting. I feel like, Bjorn and I have both been suffering physical pain, like oh, got a pinch in the back, oh, pinch in this hip, and freezing cold. And the really great thing is we're staying with a beautiful friend, and that's really, really sweet to have her sweetness and her energy here, but and her neighbor too. But yeah, overall it's been cold and crampy, and I'm feeling re-inspired to just start doing this work again, really full on.
I think it's also a new and recommitment, you know. Yeah, each time you think you're giving it 100%, you're giving it 100%, yes. But each time going through that place of rebirth and popping out, you realize, oh, you actually have a lot more. You're 100% now are way more. That's like 700% of what you had before. But now it's 100%, you know. So there's a growth in that, like an expansion. And this is even more exciting to see, like, wow, it's even bigger, you know. And there's no limit to how big it can get. But right now, I'm working on my 100% here, now, and this is very exciting. And we're ready to bundle it in one place and commit to like a year Boulder at least, and so we can really focus on the work rather than like being like in permanent experience like it's just, it is so much, you know, that it also needs a little settle time now, where we just be in one place and actually start to put that into programs and start sharing it more. Yeah,
that's it. I think there it is, people.
And we will.
I'm going to give you one more view of this beautiful harbor. There's the sun setting. Hi.
All right.
All right.
Much love.
Ciao.